Hey guys, I have another traditional knife video here, which is going to be on the GEC number 85 bullet end jack. All three of these are special factory order from Mike Latham at collectorknives.net, which is one of the greatest places to buy traditional knives from GEC because of the great prices. And also when you buy one of his GECs, you can, for I think it's only $10, throw in, or depending on the size, but for this size, a pocket slip, throw in a pocket slip that fits your knife. This one, I think I bought this one with one of my 74s, but these are very nice pocket slips and they're not that expensive. They don't take up much space in your pocket. On a side note, has anybody carried one of these collector knife pocket slips and someone asks you if this is from Calvin Klein? I actually had that the other day. Someone saw the CK and thought that I had a pocket slip from Calvin Klein. So that's just kind of a funny side note there. See, all these are all three of these here are special factory order from Collector Knives from Mike Latham. And they're actually all different, and we'll take a look at that because even though these are all 85 bullet end jacks, they're all slightly different. So where should we start? Well, let's start with this one. This one is, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. 85 for number 85 frame. 2 for a main blade, which is a spear point blade. 2 because we have 2 blades. 16 for the year to manufacture, which is 2016. And EO for easy open, for the easy open notch. This one is in natural canvas micarta. Take a look at that. These are all in Northfield trim, as we'll see. Natural canvas micarta, which is pretty smooth but not polished. And to kind of go along with that theme, the shield and the bolsters are not polished in typical Northfield trim. They are kind of a lightly satin finish. I'm not sure what they call that, but it's more of a rough look, almost like that this knife has been in a pocket and used for very many years, which I think when these came out, some people didn't like, but I kind of like it because it's kind of a nice, I guess almost working finish, like that this knife has been in the pocket and used for many years. So you have the easy open notch, which makes the blade very easy to open by just pinching it open. But you also have that long, let's get these out of the way here first, that long match strike pull that you can use to open the blade. Or you have the secondary blade in this instance, which is a small coping blade, which has also a small match strike pull on it. Very nice. This is a two-bladed construction, and the other will be single blade, and we'll take a look at that. So the easy open notch allows you to easily pull open this knife, and you're looking at about, let's say, close to a 7 pull on this main blade, which is not too bad. Secondary blade, about a 6 or so. It's a little bit lighter spring, but a little bit hard to get out because you don't have that easy open notch. Overall, it is a neat design with the double bolsters. Both of the bolsters on both the top where the pivot is and the end there are both pinched and lined. Really neat. Overall, again, with all these GECs, fit and finish is great. It's very rare that you get very many problems with a GEC because their attention to detail is very good. So let's take a look at the main blade here. At half stop, we're just ever so slightly proud. Fully open, completely flush. And closed, we are completely flushed. This is a number 2 blade, which is a spear point blade in GEC's blade profiling system. But as you can see, it's a bit exaggerated spear point, which is neat. It's a very unique spear point in that sense. But fully flat ground, except for that little swedge there at the top. So it's mostly flat ground blade. Now, good size. 85 comes in with a, let's see, almost a 3-inch blade and an overall length of about 6.5 inches. These are close to the number 77 frame. They are bigger than the number 15. So it's a good size, good mid-range size traditional. Not too small, not too large traditional. Goes well in your pocket as a nice backup blade to maybe your modern folder. Good walk and talk on this blade. Let's take a look at the tang stamps. On the main blade here we have Northfield Unexcelled, made in the USA. On the back we have GEC TIW for Titusville Ironworks. And the secondary blade here, little coping blade, has the markings for the model number, the 852216. So that's a natural canvas micarta. Let's move in the next one, which is the bloodwood. Now, as you can see, that's what the bolsters and the shield will look like polished. So this one is more typical Northfield trim. So let's take a look at the bloodwood. This is an 85, 2 for the spear main blade, 1 because it only has one blade, 16, and an easy open notch. And this is in bloodwood. Really, really nice. Nice red wood. It's nice red rosewood, I guess they would call it. It's very, very beautiful wood. Again, fit and finish is really good. So you only have that spear main, no secondary blade, so it does make it thinner than the 2-bladed 85 here. Pull on this one, again about 6 or 7. It's a little bit slightly proud on the half stop, but of course flush open and flush closed. Again, pinched and lined bolsters, but polished up more. And all 3 of these also have the corset shield, just pretty nice. So that is the bloodwood. Isn't that nice? I have a few knives now in bloodwood, but I think this is one of my favorite because I really like this pattern from GEC. It's very unique with that. They call it the bullet end jack. As you can tell, that's why. So the end bolsters there. Back spring termination on this is good. Let's see, it looks very straight. How is it on the natural canvas? Yeah, both are straight on that too. So that's really nice. That is the bloodwood. And the last one we're going to look at here is the Smooth Autumn Gold Bone, which in this one, I don't think it's the nicest version of the Smooth Autumn Gold bone that I've seen around, but this is also a unique one, as we'll see. So let's look at the tube here. This is an 85, not a number 2, this is an 85-7 single blade for 2016 easy open, Smooth Autumn Gold Bone. And what is the 7? Well, the 7 is also spear point, but it is not a normal spear point, it is a saber ground spear point. So this is not flat ground like the other ones, not a traditional spear. It is a saber ground spear. So as you can see, you have a flat up there and then the grinding for the saber ground. So it's a little bit different, and it's not, the blade's not as exaggerated in that saber ground spear. So it's a little bit different. And this saber ground spear is a very similar blade shape to this recently released Northwoods, which is also manufactured through GEC, but the Northwoods Bear Lake, they are both saber ground spear blades. Just no heat treat on this. So again, long match strike pole, saber ground spear. We're going to go over tank stamps on this one, which will be similar. But yeah, Northfield Unexcelled, made in the USA. Then you have all the other information on the other side. GEC, Titusville Ironworks, 852116. And for this one, half stop, still a little bit proud. Let's see if I can get that, yeah. But fully flushed open, fully flush closed. Again, polished, pinched inline bolsters. And these Northfields, through the special factory order, are not mere polished blades, but they are satin blades, and there's no etch on the blades. Typically in most Northfields there is laser etching on the blade, but these are just satin finished. They're not mere polished. There's no etching. So that's a saber ground blade. It has an easy open notch. You can still grab onto it, but it's a little bit more difficult to grab onto the saber ground spear than it is for the traditional spear, which gives you a little bit more material to grab onto because of the way that blade is designed. But overall, these are really cool. These are really neat number 85s from GEC. And I think it also came in a stag too. I can't remember all the different offerings, but these are the ones that I have. Yeah, these more classy ones. I think this is probably the classiest one that I have. That Bloodwood, just how nice it looks and all the nice polishing of the bolsters. This one's also really nice, and I really like this because it adds that number 7 blade, the saber ground spear, to my GEC collection, which is really neat. And this is a neat version for EDC because it already looks like it's been in a pocket, worn down, and so the fact that it shouldn't show a lot of wear since it's already kind of got that worn in look is pretty neat. So those are the GEC number 85 bullet end jacks, all 3 of them special factory orders from Mike Latham at CollectorKnives.net. Feel free to like and subscribe to my videos for more reviews on traditional and modern folders. And thanks for watching.